Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. ASP.NET Core 8 and the ambiguous root warning, ASP0023, a deep dive. The ASP0023 warning, ambiguous root found, signifies a critical issue in your ASP.NET Core 8 application. It arises when the routing system cannot uniquely determine which action method should handle an incoming request based on the provided URL. This tutorial will dissect the causes of ASP0023, explore different scenarios leading to ambiguity, and provide comprehensive solutions with code examples and GitHub best practices. Understanding ASP.NET Core routing. Before tackling ASP0023, let's review how ASP.NET Core routing works. The routing system matches incoming HTTP requests to controller actions using route templates. These templates define patterns for URL segments, using placeholders like ID for dynamic values. The system prioritizes routes based on their order of registration and their specificity. Causes of ASP0023, ambiguous routes. The core problem behind ASP0023 is the existence of multiple route templates that could potentially match a single request. This ambiguity prevents the routing system from making a definitive choice, resulting in the warning. Here are the most common culprits. 1. Overlapping route templates * 2 or more routes with overlapping patterns can cause ambiguity. For example, both routes match requests like /products/123. The names ID and product ID are irrelevant, the overlapping structure is the problem. 2. Default route conflicts * if you have a catch-all default route like AppMap controller route, in conjunction with more specific routes, and these specific routes partially overlap with the default, you can easily get ASP0023. 3. Attribute routing conflicts * using attribute routing, HTTP GET, products/ID, in combination with conventional routing, AppMap GET, or other attribute routes can create ambiguity, especially if the attributes are not distinct enough. 4. Case sensitivity * although unlikely in most setups, subtle differences in casing can lead to ambiguities if your server is case sensitive. /products/123 versus /products/123 could cause issues depending on your server configuration. 5. HTTP method ambiguity * defining two routes with the same template but different HTTP methods, example get and post, within the same controller is generally not problematic, but if another route accidentally covers the same URL and method, the ambiguity arises. Debugging and solving ASP0023. 1. Identify the conflicting routes * carefully examine your program.cs, or equivalent startup file, to pinpoint the routes that might be causing the conflict. Pay close attention to the order of route registrations. 2. Increase route specificity * refine your route templates to make them more precise. Instead of broad templates, use more specific segments if possible. Consider adding constraints to limit the possible matches. 3. Use route constraints * constraints help limit the values that can be matched by a parameter. You can use regular expressions or other constraint types to restrict the input. 4. Prioritize routes * the order of route registration matters. More specific routes should appear before less specific routes. ASP.NET Core processes routes sequentially. 5. Leverage route name, optional while not directly addressing the ambiguity, providing clear names to your routes can improve readability and debugging. 6. Simplify attribute routing, if applicable. If using attribute routing extensively, ensure your routes are distinct. Avoid excessive overlapping or similar patterns. 7. Use minimal APIs effectively * if you are using minimal APIs, keep your routes simple and focused. Avoid unnecessary complexity that can lead to overlap. Code example demonstrating the problem and solution. Let's illustrate with a clear example. Problem asterisk. This will trigger asp0023 because both routes can handle requests like /item/123. Solution asterisk. This revised code solves the ambiguity. The first route only accepts integer IDs, and the second accepts alphanumeric item ID values. GitHub best practices. Asterisk clear comments asterisk add detailed comments to your route definitions, especially if they are complex or involve constraints. Asterisk consistent naming asterisk use a consistent naming scheme for route parameters and variables. Asterisk regular code reviews asterisk code reviews can help identify potential ambiguity issues before they become runtime problems. Asterisk unit testing asterisk write unit tests to verify that your routes are working as intended and that no ambiguities exist. Asterisk commit messages asterisk clearly describe the changes made to address ASP0023 in your commit messages on GitHub. By following these guidelines and thoroughly understanding the underlying causes of ASP0023, you can effectively prevent and resolve ambiguous route warnings in your ASP.NET Core 8 applications and maintain a robust and maintainable code base on GitHub. Remember to always prioritize clarity and specificity in your route definitions to avoid conflicts and ensure smooth application operation.